Hi there, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to use all of the moulds in this bag. Now, I couldn't resist, we're still using glitter. Sorry for people who don't like glitter. But we have these lovely, very cute little moulds, some of which we've seen used before. You may have seen us use them, maybe not. Might have just been on our Instagram feed that we've put this in. But we've got a lovely faceted bear, a unicorn. The one I just pulled out just before this one was an elephant. Look at this cat. So sweet. Love the cat. A little doggy. Gorgeous. And I don't know if it's a reindeer or a moose or an elk. I'm not quite sure what that one was. But we're going to use all of them. We're going to use the glitters that we've been using recently and maybe some mica powder as well. See if we can get some highlight some bits of the mould with micas. So at first what I was going to do, I was going to see how easy would it be or would it be straightforward to turn the moulds inside out. Apply the mica powder using a dry bristled paintbrush, regular paintbrush, artist's brush, into the bits where I just wanted the mica. But I actually think that's going to be too difficult. So these are the colours, the glitters, the micas. As usual, everything we've used in the video will be listed in the description box with links to products and any discount codes should we have any. So the elephant is up first, using this beautiful purple coloured mica powder. Now, all I wanted to do was put it in the end of his trunk. So let's just refer this as Nelly, the famous elephant, of course. Applying it to the trunk, to the ears, or sections in the ears. I don't know how well this is going to work because some of these moulds we've never used. So I'm not sure how well the mica powder is going to adhere to the surface of the mould. Whether or not it's going to make any difference at all once I've added glitter and resin, I have no idea. Please also excuse the state of my hands. They're very hard-working hands, these that you're seeing, and yes, I probably should have worn gloves, but some of my skin, unfortunately, has been a bit ravaged by blisters and things from working in the garden, working on projects, and lots of other things, so apologies for that. Hopefully that's not going to gross you out, as it were. Now, look at this lovely cat. Now, Hugo, who is one of the members of our team here at Lottiejasminedesigns, actually thought this was a rabbit. It is a cat, I promise. She has whiskers. And she is a she, because I'm doing her in a very deep, beautiful, hot pink colour. But there's a lot of detail on this mould. And we're going to try and highlight some of that with another stage to this project. With the majority, all bar one, I think, of these lovely little animals. Lovely little resin glitter animals. So there's those two. Now I've just sped up the next lot. We're doing the faceted bear, the faceted teddy bear. And then the unicorn, which we tried to do multicoloured. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm just tapping out the excess there. That's what you can see in the middle of the screen with the mica powders. Did the green in this lovely little reindeer. And then here's the dog. Went for the deep purple in the dog, for the dog. There we go. So there's the dog. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to do what I want it to do, but you never know. So just tapping out the excess of each of them to get rid of any additional mica powder that shouldn't be in there. Look at that. Can you see the different colours that we've used? That's the unicorn. Here's the faceted bear. Love this one. Made that a couple of times before. The cat. She's so cute. Very much apparently anime vibes with the cat. Here's the elephant. And there we go. With the reindeer or the deer or the elk, whatever you want to call it. So here they are in their little close-up with their line-up, all ready for the next stage. So I've made up just some clear regular resin. It is by Tea Expert. It's a 1-to-1 mixing ratio. Got a few little bubbles there. Mixed it for 5 minutes. And I'm going to add in some of this beautiful hot pink glitter from Hemway. But before I do that, I'm going to add in some resin, some of the clear resin, into this measuring cup here. Don't forget, Always make sure you wear gloves when you're using resin, that you wear a respirator mask and you work in a well ventilated area. So here we go, just trying to remove the lid of the glitter. Trying as best as I can. They do have 2 sections on. If you want to just flip those sections up and use those, you can. I gave up and just took the whole lid off, used my stir stick to add in some of this sumptuously hot, gorgeous pink glitter. This is a confetti style glitter, so it's got fine glitter in it, it's got bigger bits of glitter in it. If you can see there, hopefully it's picking up. Just gonna, there we are, thoroughly mixed in, and that is what it looks like. Now, we're going to turn Mr. Cat or Mrs. Cat or Miss Cat upside down and just pour in a little bit of glitter. There we go. Poured in a little bit. Going to stop. Going to put the stir stick just in round by the ears are, just pushing it all in, trying to make sure there are no air bubbles trapped. And there we go. We're just going to fill up the rest of the mould. Now I'm pouring it from a height. It's about a good 6-7 inches up to, over the mould. Now, if you don't feel confident about doing that, then don't. But I was just trying to get a continual stream of resin into it to make sure that we got as fewer air bubbles as possible. I did just go back and top up that mould as well to the surface, to the very top, with some clear resin. So we've got some more clear resin decanted into another nice little cup there. I'm going to add in some of the, now this looks like it's like an orangey or a peachy colour, I think. Peachy coloured glitter into the resin. There we are. This one's by Hemway as well. So we've mixed a lot more in, mixed it up. Look at that. It's got pops of holographic style glitter in there. Again, it's a mix of sizes, this glitter, and mixes in very well. So just turning the faceted bear mould upside down, carefully pouring in a little bit of it, then stopping, putting the stir stick into the bottom in around the ears, making sure, just gently, just making sure there's no air bubbles trapped, and then filling it up all the way up to the very top of the mould, the very surface, the very top. Here we go. Just making sure I top it all the way up to the very top. There we are. Fab. Looking fabulous. Now, here we go with the unicorn. Now, I've put in a tiny bit of the very, very pale violet-y coloured glitter. A little bit of the green. Because we've used all the colours of the mica in the unicorn, we need to use all the colours of the glitter, but sparingly as possible, she says. Carefully going in with the hot pink there. That was a little bit too much hot pink, perhaps. So we've got the very pale lavender, we've got the hot pink, we've got the green, we've got the paler pinky apricot-y colour or peachy colour as well. We're just mixing it all up. Now I need to add in some more UV, I think, into, or a little bit more green going in, because it's not quite enough green. Just adding in some more green and a little bit more of the regular resin. There we go. And just then stirring it in, mixing it all up thoroughly. Nice and thoroughly. There we go. There we are. I absolutely love this. And this mix. I love this mix. That is super. There we go. Will look lovely in jewellery, just as little drops on shepherd hooks through the ear. Stunning. Here we go, just pouring it into the unicorn mould, stopping a little bit, popping the stir stick in, just trying to make sure it's gone down into the horn of the unicorn so that there's no air bubbles trapped there. Then topping it up, the mould all the way up to the very top. There we go, just scraping out, making sure we use up all of the resin that's there. There we go. Now, reindeer, let's call him reindeer. There we go, we've got the pot again. We're going to decant some clear resin. There we go. In fact, I think I ended up using all of what was left in this one. There we go. So just decanted all of that into there. It's got some little remnants of glitter in there, but that doesn't matter. So using up now the rest of the green glitter that we have. And then just stirring that up. As I say, I think this glitter actually fluoresces at night time. If it's had enough exposure, then it will do that. But look at the way that goes. Just little pops of colour. Gorgeous. So again, just carefully filling up to a certain level, then going in and trying to make sure it's all in his horns. His little horns. His antlers. His little baby antlers. And there we go, then going to top it up to the rest of the resin up to the very top of the mould. Giving it a little squidge at the sides, just to see, hoping that's all done. Okay, now we have still got to make the dog and the elephant. So I had to make up some more clear resin. As you can see, I've had to prop up one of the moulds with a mica pot, and there is a little bear that I've made with the leftover green on the left hand side there. Now these two last moulds, that's the dog and the elephant, are all going to have the same colour glitter, so I didn't bother decanting it into any smaller pots. There was just no point. So I've got this lovely lavender coloured glitter, mixed it up. This one's by Hemway again. There we go. That is stunning. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I've also made sure I've got plenty of other tiny little moulds, which you might be able to see one in the bottom right hand corner. It's a little miniature bear, just in case I have some leftover resin and I can just pour it into some little moulds. My favourite ones to use at the moment are the little miniature bears there, or the bigger bear on the left, as you can see, the green one, or to pour it into the koi fish moulds that we've got, because they make beautiful keyring charms, pendants, earrings, and so on. Handbag charms. So here we go. This is the dog, I believe. So we're just pouring it into the dog. Pouring a bit in. And that one's good to go. And then here we are with the elephant. Now this is quite a big mould. This one and the faceted bear, I would say, are probably the two larger moulds out of this group of lovely little merry band of animals. And there we are, just filling it all the way up to the top. Now, as you can see, there we go. This is the following day. I'm just removing the what I poured the leftover resin into, because they weren't part of the original video, but they do look, I demolded those and they're stunning as well. Check out our Instagram feed to see some of those that we've made in the past. So here we go. Here is the faceted bear. Now, my fingers are a little bit sore, so you'll have to forgive me. I have on a couple of occasions required some assistance. But I got this to there, and then I could not, without making my fingers a lot more sore, take it off the rest of the bear. I couldn't get the mould off. So I had to stop the video and then asked for some help. So Wayne, who is one of the other members of our team, got it to that stage for me. Thank you very much, Wayne. So that I could then take the mould off, or take it out of the mould completely. So there we are. So here is the bear. Look at him. We've got a little bit of tidy up to do, a little bit of overspill there on these animals, but that's okay. That's easily fixed. And look at him. So you can see there's a slight shading on the ears and his paws, only a slight shading, but the star of the show, the glitter. Here's Mr. Elephant. Now then, let's take this one off. There we go. I couldn't remember if I'd struggled with this one or not. I don't think I did. I think I actually managed, yeah, no, I did manage this one. Now we have got a couple of air bubbles formed underneath there. It didn't finish, although the inside of the mole apparently is flat. So what I have done, because they're a little bit sharp, I have used a nail file and just filed them down slightly. So there we go. Look at that. Not much difference with the mica powder. We've got a little bit of a collection of mica in one of his ears, but that's okay. He's unique. So that's the elephant. He's gorgeous. Here is the cat. Now, easy to get it off that part. Is it going to be easy to get it off the next part or not? I think from memory I needed some help. Yeah, here we go. So here's Wayne's hands actually in the shot this time. And he manages to get it to there. Thank you so much, Wayne. There we go. Can you see all the detail on the mould? It's beautiful. It's almost created like a hair effect. Now, yeah, as I say, Hugo is one of our other members of the team here. He actually thought this was a rabbit, but it's not. It is a cat. It has whiskers. It has cat-like features, but he said it was very much anime looking. But that is beautiful. Beautiful. Now, here we are. Here's Mr. Reindeer. Just trying to get the bottom of this off. As I said, please excuse the state of my fingers. And here comes Wayne to the rescue. There we go. He's got a bit of rogue mica powder in him for some reason. Must have got into the mould. A bit of tidy up on the bottom, required a little bit of filing, which I should use an emery board for that, nail file. And he's got a little bit, I don't know how that's managed. There seems to be a bit of black. That must have been in the mould already on his nose. But never mind, never mind. And a bit of rogue glitter as well going on. Now, this is just an effect. Now, I don't know if it's going to pick up very well. I'm going to use a UV light. Can you see? Can you see what happens there? I don't know if it's picking it up very well or not. It's probably not the right conditions. I'm just trying to show you how it fluoresces under a UV light, because I think this is actually fluorescent glitter that's in this one. This one was from the range, the glitter that we put in here. Some large UK retailer chain store here in the UK. And this is the unicorn. He's stunning. I don't know, he might be my favourite. I am really loving the cat at the moment. Really love the cat. So, trying to take this off. There we go. Is it going to work? Is it going to pull off completely? Yeah, managed to get that one off. Now look at this. This reminds me of fairground rides. Do you know the merry-go-round ride, or the carousel, some people call it, where you could sit on the back of the horse or the unicorn and it just goes up and down as you go round and round. That's what this reminded me of. But I love that one. Love it. Really love him. Again, a little tidy up needed around the bottom, which is fine. Now here is the dog. Yeah, had a few issues trying to demold this one. Just a few. Now, I've never used this mould before, neither has Wayne. As you can see, we've got quite a bit of overspill to deal with. And then trying to get it off from around his head was quite difficult. So, passed it over to the man who can. There we go. And look at that. Did you see that little pop of glitter then? Looks beautiful. Now, this is where we've got air bubbles. Now, that is not supposed to be like that. We got, unfortunately, the same on both ears. They're not supposed to be like that at all. That is very, very sharp, so do be careful. So all I have done at this stage then is to file it down. File all the edges down to take the sharpness away. Sorry about the vision there of my skin on my fingers again. Yeah, but I think he's rather cute, and he will become very much more cute very soon. Very, very soon. So this is me. All I'm doing is using an emery board or a nail file just to file down the bottom, take off the sharpness of these little animals, these very cute little glitter resin animals. I did end up doing this to every single one of them, and tidied up the ears on the elephant and the ears on the dog as well, and then just wiped off the residue resin dust with just a wet wipe. So there we go. Really sweet. Just going to do that. I'm just showing you the bottom of the elephant there, and again just using the nail file very lightly all around the edge there of the surface of it. There we go. Apologies, it's going slightly out of focus. There we go, that's slightly better. There we are. Now, I'm going to draw in some of the details. Now, not all of them have details on them. Some of them do, some of them have more than others. And I'm going to show you this cat. Now, it's totally up to you if you want to do this or not. You don't have to. But before I do the cat, I decided to do the reindeer. Now, I have done these reindeer, I think, once before. I think it was for a Christmas video. Again, check back to our playlist and you can see it. And I did him in like it was a deep chocolatey brown colour. It was like a chocolatey purpley brown colour. It's rather cute. But look at this. This is really sweet. So just decided to draw round. There we go. His, what would you call that? It's not, it's just his mouth and his nose area. Let's call it that. His mouth and his nose area. Give him some rather sweet little eyes. I did make a mistake there. So as you can see, what I'm doing is just going straight in. As soon as you realise what you've done, go straight in with a wet wipe and it will wipe off. You can remove it with a wet wipe. Now, these are Posca pens. We treated ourselves to a set of them when we were at Maker Central earlier in this year in May. Why not look back through our playlist and you can see our little vlog that we did for Maker Central, where we went to Maker Central at the NEC in Birmingham, and also where we'd stayed the night before in a rather lovely hotel about 20 minutes outside of Birmingham. There we go. If you ever get the chance to go to Maker Central if you're in the UK, go. It's a really good, fun event. You get to meet all other kinds of crafters, makers. There's all kinds of crafts there. And speakers. There's some YouTube celebs there usually as well. And yeah, and there's usually a chance to do some hands-on things. Some of them are for free, some of them you can pay and you can have a little one-to-one demo session or training sort of session with the stallholder or the creator themselves. So look at him, I think he's rather sweet. Now, I did exactly the same process with the cat, and the cat has stripes on her. I think the black makes the pink pop. I think the glitter enhances it even more. I love this. I think maybe she's a little tiger cat, perhaps, up to all kinds of mischief. But I really, really like her. Now, we did do the same sort of process with some of the others. Now, this is Wayne just starting. We'll just show you a little bit of this. This is just him starting to bring the features of the dog to life. Now, had a few little issues trying to use this Posca pen. Just remember you've got to press it down on the nib. Best to do that not on your project, but on the surface next to it. And then go back in. It creates a little puddle of ink, and go back in and use it almost like a paintbrush. That was the best way I can think of describing how to use it. But there you are, you can see there. So he's just drawing in the nose and his cheeks and his little smile that the dog's got. Is really, really cute. So he then went on to put even more details on this one. He did details on the unicorn and on the elephant as well. I think that was it for the animals. So there we go. Here we are in the final shot. There's the bear, there's the cat, there's the reindeer, there's the unicorn, there's the dog, and there's the lovely elephant who's just got like eyelashes and eyes. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. A little bit of a change from our usual thing, bit of a fun one. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. If you joined us in the live chat, nice to talk to you again, and we'll see you in a few days with another video. Bye bye.